Hello, Gemini. Thank you so much, you guys, for being here. All right, Gemini. This immediately had a contradiction to it, which tells me that there is this internal struggle between how you're thinking and feeling about something. But it almost has a high priestess energy to it, where you are aware emotionally of something going on that you don't feel is right, whether it's happening to you or to another person. Thinker says to think logically, but scrying is saying that you need to depend more on your intuition than your analytical mind. Now, the other part of thinker is overthinking, overanalyzing. So if you're in that place right now, but you know something's up, there may be a deep-seated part of you that is going, you know what? No, this isn't right. And something needs to be done about it, and I have to be the one to do it. Believe me when I tell you, your intuition would never tell you to do that. So be careful about that kind of thinking overriding the advice, right? Like your intuition and what it's telling you about the situation may be accurate, but to take harmful action is to take harmful action against yourself. It almost has the feeling of, what would the high priestess do if she was aware of something that was really wrong and wanted to take action on it? That's what I feel like looking at this. And I would also be careful about somebody trying to pull you into a situation where they're looking for your defense. If you feel like that at all, then that's not a situation you want to be a part of. But your intuition is going to be the most important thing here. Trusting what you know and how you feel. But, you know, the feeling that I'm getting off of that, though, is that a lot of you just feel like, yeah, but this is the right thing to do because what's going on is not right. And if nobody else is going to say something, then I will. But maybe that's not the way to handle the situation. All right, your overall here is the sun, beautiful, beautiful. So no matter what is going on, everything is being made clear. But for you, this is new energy, new vitality, feeling good, having good health, and everything is brought out underneath the light of the sun. Nothing can be hidden. But this is such a beautiful and positive card that no matter what's going on here, I feel like you're going to be directed to be in the right place at the right time. In the past, the Queen of Swords. So, every time I see her, I always feel like somebody's going to get it. Somebody's in trouble. She is the truth teller and with a venom tongue. If you've done something wrong, she's going to call it out immediately and doesn't give a shit about anybody's reputation, right? Now, for some of you, it may be that you had to emotionally detach yourself from a situation, but doing so in a way where you're only coming from integrity and truth with the Queen of Swords. But whatever happened in the past, you're still pulling on this energy. And, you know, with the sun, the hope here is that you won't have to question people's intentions when they come to you, right? But you're not playing any games anymore. So in the present, the Ten of Wands, the burdens that you carry, right? And needing to be done with all of that. And you know, what I feel like here is if we're talking about a past situation that puts you in this place of the Queen of Swords where you're just not emotionally open, you may be realizing that, you know, these are unnecessary burdens to be carrying. You know, now for others of you, it's, you know, you're choosing to carry the burdens of others. Even though what you're trying to pull on here with the Queen of Swords is this ability to be like, no, you know, I'm not going to play these games anymore, but we'll see. Future conditions, the Ace of Wands, very nice. With the Sun, perfect. And it may be that you just need to let things go in order for something new to come in, right? You know, show me death without showing me death. But beautiful, new, passionate beginning, new creative ideas with the Ace of Wands. Anything that sparks a fire in you, that's what you're looking at here. But you're still needing to just kind of let go of the garbage that, you know, has been dropped on you. I don't feel like this is anything that you would intentionally take up. You know, and I say that because of her being in the past and that being what you're internalizing. Because of a person or a situation, doesn't matter. You know, again, you've had to detach emotionally and become harsh. You know, you can't play with me anymore. But maybe it's time to let all of that go, right? And as soon as you do, this comes in. Your best path to follow, the Ace of Pentacles. Beautiful, right? So the beginning of stability, the beginning of financial security, you know, something practical and something tangible. And this is really good with the Sun. It's like once you let all that go, the sun shines on all of these new beginnings and opportunities that are available to you, where you can leave the garbage of the past behind. And the Queen of Swords is a perfect place to be coming out of difficult situations. But because of the Ten of Wands, there's this feeling of, you know, there are these things that you're carrying that you just want to let go of because you want to experience something new. In your environment, the Three of Wands, so, you know, waiting for something new to come through. But what I would say here is, you know, with these opportunities for you to create stability by, you know, having a passion, I'm looking at this and here and feeling like don't be looking outward for something to come into you while you're still carrying garbage, right? Whatever those burdens are that you're carrying around with you. And don't put yourself in a place where you feel like something else needs to happen before you can let that go. You can choose to drop whatever burdens you're carrying at any time you want. And this is the end of this. Now, for those of you who are like, yeah, I'm done with it. That's exactly what I'm doing right now. That's perfect because it's creating a new life for you. And it may be, as soon as you let that go, something else that, you know, you may have taken action toward before may be coming through, right? A decision was made and there's this like active waiting. Okay, now I'm just waiting for the opportunity to act on it. But, you know, again, don't be in this place where you're waiting for something to happen in order to let that go. Your hopes and your fears, the Magician, you're pulling on your ability to manifest here, right? It starts with a thought. But the tools that you have to manifest the things that you want, in terms of, you know, all the suits here, it starts with the thought. You got your swords. The emotions are the charge. There's your cups. The wands are your action or the passion that you follow. And that creates the things that you see in your outer world, right? The pentacles. So those are the things that you're working with here. But here you're hoping to create something big, right? We're not playing around anymore. If you are given a new beginning that looks this good and it makes you feel young again and like this is going to be a brand new life, you're going to do everything within your power to make sure that it manifests the way that you want it to. And that's the perfect card to be pulling on right there, especially coming out of any kind of difficult situations, like I said, where you've had to shut off how you have felt. But I love how you're not fazed by it. You know, you come into this seat of power. Yeah, you may be carrying some burdens, but You're not going to play around with something new coming through. And this is, it's so good. It's so good to see. And I think it lends a lot of credibility to, you know, people who have been saying that this solar eclipse may be really good for a lot of people. You know, we'll see what happens, right? And then coming out, and I say all that, and you come out with the Nine of Swords. Whatever fears or regrets or, you know, negative things that you're thinking about yourself, whatever is going on there, right? Don't, any kind of resistance that you have right now is going to stop any type of manifestation. This is a new life and a new beginning. Whatever that is, you have to let that go. The Fool. So, you know, with the Nine of Swords, right, obviously it would be feeling like you took a leap of faith into something that didn't exactly work out, right? And it feels like there's this reflection towards, you know, the past. And you have, look at the aces, my God. So, you know, again, the Fool, it's wanting to have faith that this is going to be a new life, a new door opening up for you where you get to follow your passions and make money from it for some of you, right? And this may be what you've been waiting for, but needing to let go of, you know, the burdens that you've been holding, where you've had to emotionally detach yourself. But the Wheel here, I think, is saying that if you have faith and you go along with these new beginnings, it will take you to that right place, right time. But this is a change in the cycle. But for a lot of you, your mind may still be stuck in all of the things that, you know, you may be regretting that led to you being in this position from a past situation. But it's like the thoughts that you're having about yourself may be the blocker to that big manifestation. But if you just have faith and accept whatever is going on there, it brings it under the light of the sun, right? That's why they talk about, you know, when you're dealing with the shadow side and you let those things come up and you accept them rather than, you know, rejecting them by saying these are the things that I don't like. When you accept them, it brings awareness to them and it loses its power. And then you have the Ace of Swords. Have faith that this cycle is changing for you in a really big way that's going to create a new life. And you will be given clarity through every step. I love it. It's such a beautiful reading, and I love that the sun is there because no matter what is going on, everything is going to be good for you. And it may be exactly what you need is a new life. Awakening. Yep. I like that that one is the one that's consistently popping out now. Wisdom. And passion. Yep. Yep. Awakening to the wisdom that you have gained through the experiences that you have had. And being aware of what your passions are and how your passions drive you, right? The energy is gaining momentum. And then a time to give rather than take. And I've seen this one a lot the last round of readings too. So when you're talking about giving rather than taking, when we look to our outside world to bring us happiness and joy, that's taking. But if you realize that you can give that to yourself in the moment, then that's you giving yourself exactly what it is that you need. Peace in your heart, clarity in the mind, overall happiness, and staying in that space in order for the energy to continue going, right? But I feel like this is going to be like, even if an opportunity opens up in something that you're already doing, it's still, with the sun, is indicating that it may be an entirely new life for you.